On the banks of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will rise off the Big Muddy, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals. Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Hokies return team will have that offense backed up. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on it.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo. Many times the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you honor it, get some guys out of the box so it's not just running quarterback all the time.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to the ground with the running back. Look out, he's got room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Hokie, high, tech, VPI got it rolling on the ground.
And Virginia Tech fans love that chant, and they love the physical ground game, the ability to run the football. That's kind of who they are. That's how they're built, just a tough group of individuals.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who can...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Throws for the tight end. And that ball is picked off. Bulldozes him. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game with all the rain, they were going to have to be able to run the ball and be more physical, but of course you can't avoid passing situations, and they're just going to have to be better as this game goes on, connecting on these gimme throws. They weren't able to do it there, and as a result, they turn it over on the first drive of the game.
They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to him. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. To the air, it's Collins. Quick strike complete. How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets it to the 26-yard line? These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
And the Tigers are threatening on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown LSU! Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, and when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that flying up, making the big play.
In the red area, it's Durham. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Guys, LSU has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
LSU 6, Virginia Tech 0.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown LSU! And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
13, Virginia Tech 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears-like in their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we can name, like Spears, that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past, that put on that purple and gold, look good, big, physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He uncorks one deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Our right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. On the option. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
LSU 19, Virginia Tech 0.
He'll start the return inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Hokies are in the hurry-up.
Wow, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here and the all-time great Virginia Tech running?
He's going to throw deep right side. Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Pocket starts to collapse. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're going to throw it again. Coming after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Hokies! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half. And listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Virginia Tech, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Durham. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
He's got him, and they convert. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's Collins. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Makes one man miss. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just for... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers!
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
And the coverage team able to make the tackles. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
The play-action fake. Fires left. A strike downfield. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Death Valley than you? A captivating game so far. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things. Trying to get behind the defense. And he'll make the catch at the 15. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the beatdown has ensued. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. Offense working from the pistol. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Catch in the middle. It's Robinson.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll snap it from their 15 on 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Hokies will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. This is a 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He fires to the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but just hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
The Tigers will move the sticks. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Wide receivers, you know, they might at least have a hint of diva in them, right? Like they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force them a little bit too much. The defense takes advantage like they did right there.
Wants to throw on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Adams. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
Unloads it left. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Quarterback empties his backfield. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. He leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! And the route is on. Dropping back, it's Cobb. The fake, and he wants to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking for a crease, it's Mason. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Moving out of the pocket. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The Hokies are on the move. To the ground with the back. able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Second down.
Leaves it with the back. Giving him his pads. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is for...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Durham. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The handoff keeps working on that clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more. Going for it all. Makes the grab. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way.
And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sack on the 2-point try. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. A few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Gets it to the back. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. New set of downs after that completion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Holloway. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Durham. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires one high and deep. He's got it down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
Second down.
So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right?
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown LSU! And the punishment has been extended. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the two. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll try to tack one more on their score. He's looking to forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He'll run into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and the trickery pays off. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking to go up top on first down. He's got his man. Dances away again. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Hokies look to do some damage in the red zone. Trying to find his man on first down. He caught it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.